Let's let a few more people trickle in here. Have the water. Stay hydrated, everybody. Or at least to the one person who's here. 2 people. I'll be counting every single time someone else hops in, because I do that. Alrighty. Hey, Dante made it. What's up, man? Hope you are doing well. Not much is happening over here, just in the beginning moments of the stream. So we are going to wait for some more people to trickle in. Good to hear. I'm happy to hear that. So I'm thinking this is kind of just going to be like a... Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So I'm thinking this is just going to be kind of like a... I'm thinking it could be just kind of, if you have any discussions, just throw them down. But I'm also kind of wanting this to be like, I might do this like monthly, and I might try to... like I kind of want to do like a music roundup sort of thing, and I feel like that would be really cool. So like music that has come out in the past month, or music that's gonna be coming out in the next month as well. We can kind of start discussion based off that. And I'm gonna start with this one because I heard that Donda has been pushed to the 3rd, which is next week, I believe, and that's the same day that Drake is dropping, or supposedly dropping, I should say. So if they're going to be dropping on the same day, that's going to be interesting. It'll be kind of a war. Who gets the most sales? Kanye or Drake? Yeah, I knew that was going to be a big one. That's going to be a big deal. And that's probably going to be brought up a few times if more people come in. Yo, Ken, how's it going? Good to have you here. 3 people already, 2.5 minutes in. We're looking good. Expecting a decent amount of people. I've teased this for about a month now, so hopefully we're going to get more people in here. But yeah, no kidding, dude. Honestly, it's quite the adventure, quite the experience. Just curious, Dante, who do you think? Who would you rather listen to? Would you rather listen to Certified Lover Boy, or would you rather listen to Donda? Like, which one are you listening to first? Me personally, I'm not big on either artist, but if I had to pick, I'd probably pick Certified Lover Boy, because his one single he's released for that is actually not that bad. So that's what I pick. Donda's apparently been sounding good. I haven't heard many of the leaks that's been going on, or like any of his teaser tracks or any of the trailers or whatever. Yep. Drake for me as well. I agree with that. But a lot of those trailers that he's been doing, the release parties, I guess, the 3 release parties he's done, apparently he's had some decent stuff in there. And apparently, I haven't watched any of them, but apparently they've all sounded radically different each time. So I'm not sure if he's even done with the album. Maybe it's going to be pushed back again. But, I mean, Drake is supposedly dropping next week, so that's going to be a big one. What else? Any other big names? I mean, we're doing this on a Friday, so this is New Music Friday right now. So, any big names dropped this week that I missed? I mean, I know Halsey dropped. This is a big one. Halsey is a big one. Kanye is changing up the features in the songs for Donda. I heard about that. He had a song with Jay-Z, I believe. Like Jay-Z was expected to be on it, and then for some reason he just canceled the Jay-Z verse and he brought out the baby. I think is that what happened? It was something like that, and then there was something with Marilyn Manson in there too. I have no idea what he's doing with that, but I don't know why you would cancel out Jay-Z for the baby, which that just seems like a really like odd choice. I don't know what the verses were like. I'm not sure if the baby's verse was like actually good or not, or if Jay-Z's verse was better or whatever happened. But I mean, Kanye and Jay-Z have had Watch the Throne. Like, that's just going to be a fan favorite right there. So why he'd cancel that out, I have no idea. Halsey dropped 2. I know that I'm not sure how I'm going to get that into an album review, though. That cover? I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some... I might actually have to censor it. Because there's no censored version I could find. I mean, I respect the cover regardless. It's just... It's made it a little bit difficult for some of us reviewers to stick that on YouTube with community guidelines. Made on the Butter remix for BTS. I know that. Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't listened to that remix yet, though. I'm not sure what she did to the track. I'm not sure if it's better than the original or if Megan really adds anything to it. I have to give that a listen at some point. That'll be interesting. What other big names came out this week? Like, who else dropped? Didn't West Side Gun have an album that came out? Or something? I think I saw something that West Side Gun had a project that came out recently. So that's a big deal. Did he? Maybe. I mean, I thought I heard something about that. Belly did. Oh shit! I forgot about that. I follow the EXO label pretty well. I mean, honestly, I didn't even know about that. Belly's been kind of MIA recently. Like, I wonder where he's went. I wonder where he was. I remember I listened to his last project that came out, which honestly seemed like ages ago. So I'm not sure. Westside did drop. Okay, that's good to know. When was Belly's last project? Yeah, 2018. It was 3 years ago. Felt like forever. I'll have to give that a listen. Yeah, Westside did drop a new project. That's, I mean, I've been pretty all right on Griselda. I mean, I haven't been fully like showering them with praise like a lot of other people have, but I mean, I enjoyed them. I liked Conway's last project, and I haven't listened to Benny's latest EP he's released, Pyrex Picasso. So I'll have to fit this West Side Gun one in there somewhere, if I even have the time to. Anything else? Let me just go through the latest releases real quick. Oh yeah, Lil Tecca. Lil Tecca did We Love You Tecca 2. I'll be honest, I'm not too excited for that. I have both of Tecca's latest projects as reviews on my channel. So I'll have to I may have to get that a listen. I might not fully review it, but I'm kind of wanting to, just to keep that consistency, I guess. It's kind of a thing. So I don't know. It's 20 tracks. It's going to be a big one. So, I mean, I've always thought he's, in general, just kind of a subpar rapper. He's never really been top tier for me. So, his debut mixtape was all right. Hey, Quinn. Glad you can make it. But yeah, I'm not too crazy about the Lil Tecca project that's going to come out. Churches have a new album that came out. Had a new album that came out too, which I'm kind of excited for. I mean, I like their first 2 albums. Their third one was all right, so I'll have to give that a look. I'll have to give that a look. This new Blackberry EP is pretty good. Really? I mean, Blackbear's been a pretty polarizing figure. I mean, polarizing. And like, some people like him, some people don't, and it's like strong on either side too. There's not really many people who fall into that middle ground. I haven't cared for too much he's heard, but if it's pretty good, I'll have to check it out. That'll be interesting. What else? Yeah, what came out this month? Anything else that came out this month? Oh, Nelly. Yeah, Nelly came out. The same guy who had the Nelly from like 2000s. He actually put out a country album. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how well that goes. I know he's really cool with Travis and MGK. Really? I didn't know he was like that. Maybe it's going to be like another tickets to my downfall. with how okay, I keep trying to he what? Maybe he's gonna pull another Tickets to My Downfall. I'm not sure. That would be really cool though. Maybe he could pull it off. I mean, Machine Gun Kelly pulled it off. I thought Tickets to My Downfall was a decent project. Maybe Black Bear could pull it off too. Thoughts on Olong Johnson? It's one of the best songs from. It's one of the best songs from No Poses Allowed, in my opinion. So it's the one I return to the most. Aside from oh shit, what's the other one? Excuse me. Aside from Ho on Meds, yeah, those two are the ones I return to the most. I didn't like the noise. Wait, Nelly had a collab with Florida Georgia Line on the project? Oh god, he's got like Darius Rucker. He's got Blanco Brown. What? Wait, I never actually looked at this track list. He has Kane Brown, Tyler Hubbard. So he has a song with Florida Georgia Line, and he has a song with half of Florida Georgia Line. Oh geez, yeah, this is a full-on country album. Fucking Nelly from like 2002. Fucking country project. What a guy. I mean, kudos to him for branching out. So we will see. Stay hydrated, everybody. Hopefully I'm going to finish that by the time the stream is over. Anything else dropped this month? Not just last week. Lil Nas X's debut album is coming out next month. Montero. I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for. I love the singles that he's dropped so far. I believe it's a full 15-track album, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check. I have it pre-saved. Yeah, 15-track album. I'm excited for that. I think that's dropping mid-September, so that'll be really exciting to hear. Dude, next week, I agree. Next week will be fireworks. That will be something for the history books right there. Is Kanye going to drop? He's been beefing with Drake recently, has he? So, I mean, it's kind of just like, I'm going to drop my album the same day you did, or same day you're planning to. So, who's going to come out on top regarding sales? That's a question for the ages. You check out Lil Nas X, yeah. I'm excited for it. I mean, based on the singles, I think it's going to be really damn good. Let's see here. What else? I'm not sure what's coming out. Let's do a search. What's coming out in what's up for pre-order right now? We got a few big names. Okay. New Ed Sheeran album, Equals, coming out in October. That's not necessarily next month, but I just love Ed Sheeran in general, so I'm excited for that. Is the new 303 album? What? Where? 303. Oh, dropped today. Oh, it's out. Oh, yeah. It is out. I did not hear about that at all. That's kind of surprising. I'm not sure if that speaks to how little relevance they hold now or just where music's gone, but damn. Difference between Drake and Kanye, we don't know sonically what CLB is going to bring. As for Kanye, we have a good idea. Okay. That's a good point. So, I mean, but who's gonna take the crown for sales is the question. Two Goliaths going at it. That's true, but that is true. We don't know what Certified Lover Boy is going to sound like. I'm not sure. I have heard it's going to be some sort of maybe an R&B kind of sort of thing, less rap focused. Sorry if that's loud, by the way. That's just kind of how this bottle is. It's got a squeak to it. But yeah, it seemed like people have a pretty solid idea as to what Donda might be. It's still up for pre-order on iTunes, though, isn't it? Like it's still there. I have to recheck. It's still up there for pre-order. You can pre-order it. Yeah, Donda. There it is. Oh no, dropping on the 5th. Dropping on the 5th? Isn't the 5th like a Sunday? Yeah, 5th is a Sunday. Drake to throw some jabs at Kanye. Drake dissed Kanye on Trippie Redd's latest project. Oh, that's right. He did do that. Ooh. Old-fashioned beef. Let's see if Drake takes an L like he did with Pusha T. I mean, Kanye's no Pusha T, but he's also not a slouch. I think we'll have to see if it's, again, if it is fireworks. That'll be interesting. Chips. Yo, welcome, dude. So glad you could be here. We're bumping. 16 minutes in and we're bumping. Yeah. I wasn't too crazy about Trippie Redd's last album. I think his album material is very hit or miss. I just like his A Love Letter to You mixtapes. Like that's where I think he shines the most. Like his albums, like he had Life's a Trip. I thought that one was good. Exclamation Mark was okay. Then he had Pegasus, which was awful. Just so bloated, inconsistent. And then this one's also just kind of whatever. It's definitely better, but it's inconsistent as well. So I just think like he's friggin' going at it. Like Trippie Redd's just nonstop. It's almost like 2 a year. He's just going in. Oh, we're getting into this discussion. Who's gonna have the best record? Oof. Yay, Drake or Lamar? That's a good question for all of you guys too. Anyone else watching? Who's gonna? If I had to guess, yeah, I agree. Either. I don't think he has a chance in the comparison. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Donda, though. So maybe Donda, but I mean, aside from the stuff that's been happening with this latest release, this release party where he switched out a Jay-Z verse for DaBaby or something like that. I mean, Kanye kind of took an L with that one. So yeah, I would agree with you. I would say Kendrick. Thing with Kendrick though is we're not sure how it's going to sound. I mean, at least from what I've heard, I have no idea. I mean, if he's still continuing with that rock theme, because I've heard that was rumors for like a long time that there's going to be like a rock influence on that next album. So I think Kendrick will have a better release. Kendrick has been ghost for a minute. I know he wants off TDE. Right. Yeah. This is his last TDE album. But that's the thing, though. Is he just going to like phone it in because he wants to get out of his contract? Or is it going to be actually good, like a good send off to the record or to the label? We're not sure yet. We don't know what this Kendrick album is going to sound like. So it'll be interesting. I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to hear all three of them, frankly. Like maybe Drake's will actually be decent, but we're not sure yet. Kanye is the one we definitely know the most about, though. I think we have a pretty, like Dante said, we have a pretty solid idea as to what Donda might sound like. The other two, we're not really that sure. Kid Leroy is having beef with Lil Bibby. Why? Why? Why is Kid Leroy having beef with Lil Bibby? I never heard of that. What? Random question. What's my favorite movie? Ooh, favorite movie. Also, hey, Nick. How's it going, man? Good to have you here. My favorite movie. I don't get asked a lot of film questions, so this is not a question that pops into my mind a lot. Favorite movie. It might just be one from my childhood, but I'm just a sucker for like Mary Poppins. That was a movie I watched that so many times. It's a movie I can like never get sick of. I don't really have a critique as to why. I can't really say anything like that because that's not my expertise. But it's just a movie I grew up with, and it's a feel good movie every time I put it on. That or like, and really musicals in general for me just work. I'm kind of a music, which is funny because I do music, but I mean, musicals to me just work. So anything like that is kind of like a guaranteed sell for me. But yeah, that hopefully that answers your question. I would say so. I would say Mary Poppins. Tron Legacy. I'm not familiar with the Tron series. I never really cared for that sort of thing. The whole that kind of mature movie, or not really mature, but more kind of like I'm not even sure you call it. Again, I'm not good enough. I'm not familiar enough with film to fully understand it, but it's not that sort of stuff. I was just more about the fun sort of stuff. There were rumors that Kid Laroi got jumped at Lemonade Fest, but the rumors were suspect. Apparently, Lil felt betrayed because Laroi gave him mouth for juice. Laroi left to be with Bieber's management. Oh, that's interesting. The Incredibles. I did like The Incredibles. That's a good movie too. I haven't watched it in a while though. I might have to revisit that. Quinn, don't expose yourself. From academics, interesting. I haven't heard of that beef. I mean, that's also because I don't follow Leroy that much. I don't really care for him, but still, he jumped at Lemonade Fest. We felt betrayed. Daft Punk the soundtrack. The Chips wouldn't be on YouTube making vids. Literally the reason everyone is with Daft Punk. Nice. So worth the rewatch from my all-time fans. Yeah, I'll definitely have to. I can't even remember how many years it's been since I saw The Incredibles. Like, I mean, I think I saw Incredibles 2 in theater when it came out, and I think that was the last thing I ever watched from The Incredibles. I don't even remember when that came out. So, I gotta rewatch it. I'm just not a movie person in general, I guess. Movies are not where the bulk of my time comes from. But still, I do agree that one's definitely a classic. Shang-Chi. I heard about that. I'm probably gonna go see that. Maybe. I'm not too sure though. That one's a little bit iffy on that one. Bad date. Bad date experience. Oh geez. I'm not sure if I want to open that can of worms. But man, that is unfortunate. We might. We may be getting Drake and Kanye. It's never certain. Like, if Kanye might just troll us for the rest of the year and just keep pushing that back every single year. So, not every single week. Sorry. So, maybe Donda won't drop until like November or something. I'm not sure. Maybe it is certain. Maybe Drake and Kanye will both drop on the same day. Kanye's blue balling us. Pretty much at this point. I think he's just doing it for the memes. Just for the trolls at this point. Kanye's just like, let's just keep pushing it back. Let's just see what they think about it. And I mean, fans are certainly getting up in arms. It looks to be it. I mean, from what I've heard from other people, it might be a good project. Which is funny because didn't he say for the Jesus is King album cycle that he was just only going to do like religious projects? Wasn't that kind of how that was planning out? Like he was only going to do like gospel themed albums going forward, and I'm not sure if that is the case because I haven't seen anything from Donda, but not sure how that's going to go. Hey, Aaron, welcome, man. It's so good to have you here. Have I heard the new Gorillaz EP? Ooh, I haven't, but I have seen it. I'm not sure if it's going to be a I'm not sure how it plays out for them chronologically. Is it a B-sides EP? Is it a just kind of a continuation? Is it like a segue into the next Song Machine if they're doing that? But I haven't heard it. I don't recognize any of the featured artists. I mean, actually, I think I recognize one, but I don't remember any big name features on there, or at least bigger name features, I should say. Where is it? There it is. Oh, damn Apple Music and blocking out the features list. I can't see it, but that's okay. I hope it's good too. I hope Donda's good. Yes. I heard about that Dante, and I gave it a listen. And I thought it was really good, actually. A lot of versatility on that record. It felt very unique. The whole Manson and the baby thing. I'm not even sure what happened. Like I of course I didn't watch it, but I know that he brought the baby out. And then kind of like replaced the Jay-Z verse. I don't even know what happened with Manson though. Like, is Manson just supposedly on the record? Did like he bring Manson out? I don't know what happened with Manson, but I kind of have an idea what happened with the baby. And I mean, I still think it was a waste for him to throw the Jay-Z version on there. Maybe that version is on the record, but we'll see. The EP is a tribute to the Notting Hill Carnival. I think it's an EP of B-sides from Song Machine to keep fans engaged with the work on Song Machine Season 2. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to give that a listen. I mean, I thought Song Machine was incredible, so if it's just more Song Machine, then you know what, I'm for it. I think it was like my number 4 album of the year last year, I think. I don't remember my year-end list. We got 7. Let's go. 7 viewers, Pog. It's pretty good. Good to hear. It's only 3 tracks, I believe. So yeah, it seems like a B-side collection. Kanye and Jay-Z had issues in the past. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Okay. Did I hear the new Halsey record? I did not hear the new Halsey record yet. Produced by 9 Inch Nails. Oh, is it like more rock focused or just heavier, I guess? I have not heard it. Waiting for the new Mariana's Trench album to drop. I am too. I'm excited for that, Aaron. I'm really excited for that. If I had to guess, it's definitely dropping sometime next year. They might tease a single at the end of the year, but it's their years have kind of fallen in cycles, I guess. So, excuse me. Yeah, their albums have fallen in cycles of like, I believe it's years of 3. Their last album was 2019, so if it's going to be the same, 2022 should be the golden year. More industrial noise rock influence, very fascinating. Yeah, I wonder how Halsey would sound over that. I haven't heard anything about it yet. Wonder how Halsey would go on it. I mean, I thought she sounded great on the Machine Gun Kelly track, "Forget Me Too," that was very punk influenced. So if she can do that, I mean, dang, we'll see what she can't do. Yet again, though, I'll bring it up. She kind of fucked over us reviewers for putting it in videos and putting it in thumbnails. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be a challenge to censor it, but I mean, she just kind of made us do extra work, I guess. I respect the cover regardless, but it's not the best thing for music reviewers to do that. Have I listened to Radiohead? Oh God, I'm going to piss people off. I have not listened to Radiohead. I am unfamiliar with Radiohead's discography. I know some tracks off Kid A and OK Computer, but when it comes to a full record, I am in the dark when it comes to them. Reviews dropping tomorrow, and yeah, the album cover is going to be annoying to censor. Probably won't be too annoying. I'm sure you could just put a little black box over it, I guess. It's not going to be too difficult. I mean, at least Lorde had the respect to make a censored cover, which I will use, but... Ooh, chat's flying fast. This is crazy. Matter of fact, for their cover, never heard. Yeah, yeah, we're in the same boat, Quinn. Holly should definitely step into the rock punk world. She had the best voice. I agree. Yeah, I think she could do that really well. I mean, clearly with this new album, it's something industrial, noisy, I guess. So maybe it's exactly what we're looking for. I'm sorry, Chips. I'm sorry. I haven't been that eager to check out Radiohead at all. See you, Nick. Thank you for at least stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your day or evening or wherever you are. I should In Rainbow's review. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'll have to add that to my list then, at least. I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on. Let me just add that to my list right now. That'll be my first. I've heard that In Rainbows is actually a decent enough place to start in the catalog too. It's not like it's something that is like I mean, I don't know Radiohead's discography that well, so I'm not sure where a bad place to start would be. But from what I've heard, this is one of their better received. So I'm assuming it's a good place to start at least. You've never heard an MCR album? Oh my god, dude. Oh, trust me, give Black Parade a listen. That is an incredible release. If you listen to any MCR album, make it Black Parade. Good place to start. Okay, that's reassuring. I'll start there. It'll be a while for that to come out, but again, as I always say, once I have the time, I will make that happen. Let me actually get a little look at it. Is it a long record? I'm not familiar. I'm very in the dark with Radiohead. Is it a long record? Let me double check here. It is 10 tracks, 43 minutes. Okay, not bad. Oh, the Used or MCR? That's a freaking good question. You know what? Purely because it's more nostalgic for me, I'd say MCR. The Used was a little bit, but that's a freaking good comparison, though. I'm sure I could swing either way if I was more familiar with the Used. Now, if you said brand new or MCR, that would be a whole other debate. Yeah, MCR for me. I was just a fan from a young age. It kind of grabbed me. A lot of the songs are classics. You're not into Dookie by Green Day. Ooh. You just don't like it? Like, it's not even that it's just like whatever. You just don't like it. Wow. That is fascinating. I don't think I've ever heard someone who doesn't like Dookie, or at least just in general, who has heard it and doesn't like it. Like, I've seen people say that they don't care for it. I mean, I just really like it. It's kind of like the sound of their they're older, but it just comes off as more polished. Which, I mean, that could be a good reason why some people don't like it. Because like it is definitely a more polished sound. Like, Lucas, do you like a Kerplunk? Because if you like Kerplunk, then I totally understand why you wouldn't care for Dookie then. But if you haven't heard it, then I wonder why. That's really interesting. Or maybe you're into the other kind of popular Green Day, like American Idiot. And Kerplunk is just not your thing. Never. What? Wow. Okay, well then, have you heard any other Green Day record? I'm just fascinated. I've never seen anyone who just hasn't heard Kerplunk and doesn't like Dookie. That's remarkable. In Love and Death is such a masterpiece. I remember that one. I believe I've only listened to a few used records. The stuff I have heard though is incredible. In Love and Death was 2004. Oh, I listened to the self-titled from 2002. Yeah, okay, so I haven't heard that one yet. I do need to give that a listen then. I did listen to one of their more recent albums though, if I remember correctly. Which one did I listen to? It was a recent one. I know that for a fact. It was a long one too. The Canyon. I listened to The Canyon from 2017. I enjoyed that one. It did feel a bit long for me personally, but yeah, because it was a friggin' 75-minute record. But I mean, I still enjoyed it, and I really like the self-titled. I don't think I heard In Love and Death yet. Again, I apologize for the bottle. Da, da, da. Yeah, this is going well. I was enjoying this. Shameless plug while it's dying out. All my social media links are in the description. There's a link to the Discord server as well, which I highly recommend you join. Would love to have you. Anyway, there's links to my Twitter, Instagram. Go give me a follow. Fall Out Boy's pretty good. I'll put a little asterisk there. Older Fall Out Boy is good. Their newer stuff is very mixed. Very, very mixed. Like, yeah, I mean, I'll still stand by stuff like From Under the Cork Tree and Infinity on High any day. But you get to stuff like, there's some good songs on American Beauty, American Psycho, but then you get to Mania, and Mania has like one good song on it. And the rest is just, ugh. The rest is very, very mixed. Oh. I see you, Lucas. I see you. Okay, Human is better than Blue. Wow. That is a hot take. I guess it also just depends on what kind of genre you enjoy too, because they're both entirely different genres of music. And you know what? I'll hit your hot take back. Pacific Daydream is an 8 out of 10. I think Pacific Daydream is an 8 out of 10 album. Take This to Your Grave is good. I agree. That's another good one I forgot to mention. I think Fall Out Boy's first 4 records are just really good. Yeah, Take This to Your Grave, From Under the Cork Tree, Infinity on High, and I believe Folie à Deux was next after that, and that one was also really good. After their break, though, they became hit or miss. I will say to Lucas, Okay Human is a great record. I can't argue that. I haven't bought that on CD yet, and I kind of need to. I'm trying to fill up my Weezer discography on CD, and I need Okay Human. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up Van Weezer, though. I might, maybe. All right, see you, Ken. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night. Da, 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 da. Yeah, everyone hates it except for me. I don't hate it. It's just kind of pop rock. To me, I totally understand why people hate Pacific Daydream, but to me, it's just pop rock fun. I don't hate it. You might not. That's very true. A lot of people do, though. I mean, Quinn likes Make Believe. So, I mean, there's another hot take for you. I might have just exposed you, Quinn. I'm sorry. But I personally am not big on Make Believe. I do agree with that it is one of their worst, in my opinion. But I totally understand why some people would. I will stand by songs like Beverly Hills. I think Perfect Situation is also a really good song. Gratitude isn't that bad. It isn't. You know what? I agree with you. It's not that bad. I will say, I mean, I don't think Weezer has like a terrible album in them, in my opinion. I mean, aside from Teal, but Ratitude is not that bad. Admittedly, I haven't heard it in full in a long time, but it's not that bad. It does have cringy songs. I agree. Okay, I think we're all like extremely different in the Weezer thing, and in just the Weezer canon, I guess. Lucas and Quinn, what are your favorite Weezer albums? If you've heard that much, that is. I mean, Lucas said you only heard 5, but out of those 5, what are your favorites? I'm not sure how many you've heard, Quinn, but listen to Reba. I'm not familiar with that. Not familiar with who that is. I will do a quick search right now, though, while Lucas and Quinn are giving me answers. You haven't listened to a full Weezer album in a couple years. Okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, Aaron, I'm not getting too much for Reba. The biggest thing I'm getting is Reba McEntire, and I'm pretty sure that's not who you're talking about. Is this a band I'm unfamiliar with? Oh, it is Reba McEntire. Okay. Then yes, I do know who Reba McEntire is. I just wasn't sure if this was just one word Reba, and I wasn't sure if this is going to be a band I was unfamiliar with. But yes, I do know Reba McEntire. You're almost close to saying Maple Leaf. Okay. That is a very odd selection of albums. Honestly, Lucas, that's a very odd odd 5. You have the 2 recent ones, you have the 2 first ones, and then you have Ratitude. That is a very unique selection. Okay, I'm glad we can agree. I think Pinkerton is better than Blue. I do agree with that. But here's an even hotter take. Green is better than all of them. In my opinion, Green is the best Weezer album. I will stand by that. And I don't care how much fire I get thrown. Green is my favorite Weezer album. Better than Blue, better than Pinkerton, better than all of them. We just go through random albums. Yeah, you picked a very specific 5 then. That's just funny. You picked 2 recents, the 2 first, and you picked arguably their worst. But I just find that really funny. Yeah, I think you should re-listen to Quinn. I just think it's really good. It's pretty brief, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it's only like 28 minutes and 10 tracks. That's Pink Floyd album. You know, I'll tell you right now, I'm kind of in the same boat with you when it comes to Weezer. I've only listened to like several Pink Floyd records. I've heard The Wall, I've heard Dark Side, I've heard Wish You Were Here, and I think that's it. I think I've only heard, if I remember correctly, I think I've only heard 3. But you know what? I think just I'm going to be cliche as hell. And I'm going to say The Wall, just because I have seen the Wall movie, and I kind of have this mutual, just kind of developed kinship with the Wall. So yeah, I know a lot of people have an instant connection with Dark Side of the Moon. I don't quite have that. But I totally understand why. And Wish You Were Here is great too. Wish You Were Here is a close second. But after having a close, again, kinship with The Wall, that it's just the one that I'm the most fond of. Excuse me. But I have heard good things about Animals. I have heard really good things about Animals, and I haven't listened to it yet, so I'm tempted to at some point. No, I haven't heard Metal, but as I mentioned, I've only heard the 3. I've heard Dark Side, I've heard Wish You Were Here, and I've heard The Wall. So I'm not familiar with the older stuff. I know I know the albums. I know there's Piper at the Gates, Saucer Full of Secrets, Metal, Umaguma, or however you pronounce it. What else is there? I know they scored a few movies, but I'm not sure if I'd really count those in the canon. In the discography. Metal was right before Dark Side, though, right? If I'm remembering. Avoid. Oh, damn. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I will avoid it. I will respect your opinion. You're more experienced with this than I am. So, I mean, at some point, I'm going to listen to it. I definitely will, but I'll save it for later then. So I'm ready. But yeah, I do need to check out some of their older work. Have I ever heard of a group called Why Don't We? Yes, I have. And I believe for a brief time, I used to actually follow them quite a lot. But now it's I've just kind of fallen out of them. It's the same thing I've had with the Vamps. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Vamps as well. I had a very similar thing with them, but I just kind of fell out naturally. Most people don't like that album. Neither do I. It's experimental and weird. Hurts my ears. That's what I've heard. I've heard that it's split into like 2 halves, if I remember correctly. And like the first half is like pretty standard stuff, but the second half is very like off the wall and very experimental or something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking of a completely different record. I'm actually gonna quick research here. We're gonna find out. Oh god, it's a 90-minute record. It's a 90-minute record. Oof. That'll be an experience. It says it's Pink Floyd at their most cosmically adventurous. So, I mean, I'm sure you're right with that. I've only heard of that band through you, Quinn, so I'm not sure how obscure they are. Little information on that topic. Put out a video with the new Baby Keem song featuring Kendrick in the thumbnail saying it's disappointing. What? Is this just now? Wait, let me check. Oh, it just says I'm disappointed. Oh my god. He just says I'm disappointed. Oh my god. He's just asking for it. Wait, what's the like dislike ratio? Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. You know, I've had this theory for a long time, but I've noticed in his weekly track roundup videos that he does, he always seems to put like the popular mainstream artist in the worst. And he's doing stuff like this. I mean, maybe I'm just batshit crazy, but I always think he's doing this for attention. Like he just wants it. He just like wants the fire, and he wants that. And I respect it. but I just kind of have a feeling he wants that kind of YouTube drama. He did have a back and forth with Isaiah, and excuse me. Apparently, Isaiah kind of criticized him for it. The way Isaiah did it though was just very shallow. It almost came off like Isaiah didn't even watch the video in the first place. Which, I mean, maybe he didn't. It's you because like who goes to an Anthony Fantano review and actually like watches the entire thing, and you don't just scroll down to the little score at the bottom? Because that is that all the video is? Isn't that all the video is? Like who really cares about what else he has to say? It's that little number out of 10. Is that all the video is? Is that all my videos are? Because I do that too. But I don't know. I'm sure Isaiah was just upset that his album that he's been working on for a while it didn't have the most favorable score, and he kind of went off on him saying it was something racist or whatever. I mean, maybe it wasn't directly racist, but it was something like that. I don't remember, but I don't know. It didn't come off well. I think Fantano held up well. I think he stood his ground pretty well. Anthony Fantano trying to enjoy an album that's not by some new obscure indie band. I mean, honestly, no kidding. Do I watch bad taste in music? I do a little bit, not much. I mean, personally, I don't really care for how he does his reviews. A little bit. I guess I don't care for reactions in general. I'm much more the logical review. That's the sort of thing I watch. I'm not big on the reactions. I know that's kind of the big thing. But I mean, sometimes they're good. I think sometimes they're good. Like, I think some of the YouTube friends who just hopped in here, like Chips Bits, has really good reactions, but they're very hit or miss for me. I'm not sure if Brad does any actual like reviews directly, or he just kind of does his own thing. He's been putting out some content though. I might have to give it a watch. ARTV is great. I do like ARTV. I think the one thing I don't care for ARTV with too much is that he comes off very like egotistical a little bit. Like the way I don't think he actually means it, but just kind of the way he delivers his reviews is very like very certain, very assertive. Like, this is the right opinion and you have to listen to this. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I look too deep into things. Maybe I come off like that too. I don't know. Excuse me. I mean, I like ARTV, and he's a big inspiration for me. There's just moments where I feel like he comes off a little bit like he knows too much. Which, I mean, a lot of the bands he reviews are his childhood bands, and I respect that. So he does know well. It's just personal, I guess. Just passionate and confident. I can respect that, though. I can 100% respect that. All right, we hit 54. You know what? I think we might cut this off at an hour. Unless more people start to show up, I think we're probably just going to cut this at an hour, because this was a really good stream. This is good pacing. A lot of good people showed up here. We had some good discussion. Yeah, now we're down to 2 people. I'm not sure if people are going to show up later. Like, maybe someone will show up in like the last 5 minutes, and we'll go on for another half hour. I don't know. But this is fun regardless. I enjoyed this. I'm likely going to keep this one up, so anyone just coming in can stick around and watch this. We'll say one final time, shameless plug again. Links in the description. Discord, Twitter, Instagram. Go hit me up. I'm always happy to engage in conversation that isn't just in these live streams. So I think that would be great. Just like follow. It's free. Excuse me. But yeah. I will say though, I've kind of lost my respect for like, no, not necessarily lost respect, but just kind of lost a lot of interest in like Sean C. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but like I think he's the one to me that really just comes off like he knows too much. Like it's again the way he talks. He might be passionate as well, which I totally understand, but I think for him especially. Any obscure bands I should check out? Ooh. I actually do have some obscure bands for you. Like, I mean, okay, well, what kind of obscure bands are you looking for? You're looking for rock, you're looking for something pop, you're looking for punk, you're looking for metal, you're looking for anything like that? Quinn's got a good take there. I do agree with that. Finn's got some good stuff. It's like an Italian pop punk band. Looking for rock? Okay. Looking for rock, I would recommend July Crowd. July like the month, and Crowd. They got a punk flair to them. They only have one EP out right now, but they've got some good stuff on it. It's a little bit kind of like Blink 182. Kind of in that area. What else? Let me go through my playlist real quick. Actually, let me see if I can give you some recommendations. Yes, Quinn, I agree with that. And I'll be right back here to review it. Ooh, not fine. Oh. Other Mirror is a great jazz band. They have one album out on Spotify. I don't use Spotify too often. Let me check Apple Music real quick first. Other Mirror. Oh, I see something. Oh, here they are. I found them, I think. Yeah, it's a self-titled record, right? 8 songs, 31 minutes. I will have to give that a listen. Oh, going through Windows so fast. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I will give that a listen for sure. Any other bands I can think of that, I mean, I listen to some jazz. I usually when it's jazz, I listen to a lot of older stuff. Like I mean, it's not my personal thing. Like I don't think I'd really do a full review of a established jazz artist. It's not because I wouldn't like it, but it's just because again, it's not my expertise. But if I get the request, I'm willing. But yeah, I do listen to stuff like I listen to Miles Davis a little bit. Kind of Blue is an incredible record. But when it comes to just casual everyday listening, jazz is not my go-to. Usually for me, it's something like pop. Usually they like pop rock, pop punk, something like that. I watch sports. I watch hockey, actually. I'm a hockey fan. Not usually the hockey fan that would go out and throw riots and shit like that, but my dad and I watch hockey. At least when we can. We are getting, I think we're crossed the hour mark. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's what I'm going to call it here. This is fun. Love this kind of conversation. We can continue that. Social media links. Again, I'll say it. I will always say it. Well, follow me if you want. And I will say right now, new video being recorded tonight will go up tomorrow. Oh, hold up. Did I listen to the new Justin Bieber and Don Toliver song with Skrillex? I did not yet. I'm kind of scared to, honestly. That's a really weird collaboration. Like, I mean, I know Justin Bieber had a song with Skrillex before, but I wonder how it's going to be with Don Toliver. That's really weird. I mean, it might be good. I don't know. But yes, that's what I'm going to call it, folks. As I mentioned, new video recorded tonight. It's going up tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.